So it's January 2nd, 2025. It's the second video. I'm super excited. Coming to you with lovely butterflies and little residential neighborhoods in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Today I'm thinking about something quite interesting. I think it's my stance on drugs. So, we're starting out strong. But yeah, I had a beautiful conversation with my partner last night about comfortability with hard drugs, and really for me, like drugs in general. And we have different stances. You ever have like an area of your life where you're kind of conservative but you don't know why? Or many? I have two. I have like sexuality and drug use are my two quite conservative areas. I guess I do know why. I mean, I think the sexuality thing is because I grew up in like a Baptist area of Missouri in the middle of the United States. And I think I remember being a teenager and filling out a form at this church camp that I was trying to be a part of because I wanted a group to belong to. And they were like, you had to like check the boxes for any sins that you had done lately, like masturbate or something. And so I think I just grew up like very much devoid of any experience with sex. I was also thinking that I got my period at 18, so I like they were trying to put me on hormone replacement therapy and stuff, and so I might have just not gotten the signaling that was needed to feel horny or sexual. So anyway, I'm like pretty asexual, and so sometimes the sexuality stuff I can be quite conservative in that range because I just don't really understand it. I rarely feel the emotions of horniness or boredom, so I try to understand better. It's interesting too, I've had tea with a couple of people with psychopathy, and I guess they feel an intense amount of boredom, like an extreme amount of boredom, because they are lowly adrenalized oftentimes. Oh, it's so pretty. And so I was just like, I can't even understand that life because I don't even feel the emotion of boredom. I just always find something to do, and I'm always quite interested in like very little things like the flower back there. So I don't know about that life either, but I'm trying to understand. So anyway, don't really understand the sex stuff, but also the drug stuff. That one might be a little bit more personal to explain, but yeah, I guess I grew up in a intoxicated household and family system. I think I understood it after I went to Scotland, but my family lineage is like Irish and Celtic, and the part that's like alcoholic part, and I think I understood it a little bit better. It seems like it's part of the culture that it's like cool to drink, and I think oftentimes coolness is associated with drugs. Like, so I was at a dinner party and I was offered like ketamine and cocaine, but only after like a nice dinner and connection with people. And I think it was presented as like, you all are a cool group. I want to like gauge your thoughts on this. What would you do if I pulled out ketamine right now, or I pulled out cocaine right now? And I'm like, oh. And I think I was probably the one on the far end of the spectrum that was like, I would get up out of your house and leave right now. But I didn't say anything. Sometimes I would. I'm definitely a bold person, but I was like, it's not worth it. I know I feel uncomfortable. I'll just see myself out for the next invitation. But I think it presents an interesting predicament of like that humans can end up on any end of the spectrum on the scale. Otherwise, I'm like pretty open to most things in life. So those are my two conservative areas. But yeah, like we can end up on any end of the scale for different reasons. And my reason for the drug thing is that I grew up, I had to parent myself because the people around me, they weren't just doing it recreationally, maybe in the beginning when they're 20s and it was really cute, but you know, I found them when they were in their 50s and they were like, not able to care for me or the other children in the picture, and so the children had to raise themselves because of the drug addictions. So I read the alcoholism really in my case, in my family system, but I'm just like, it's just not, I'm an adult. I'm like, why would I also pick friends that are not sober when I've already had to have a family I didn't pick that was not sober and deal with the consequences of unsobriety. But some people have a completely different perspective on it. Like drugs are like experimental and open, and you can learn a lot about your psyche and yourself from, and the world experience from doing them. So I think it's an interesting question, and I'm gonna go away from traffic because I remember yesterday's video. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. I'm just not, I realized yesterday it's a boundary for me that I don't want that in my life because I've already dealt with it. And so it's interesting, like I like being an open person, but I just don't have the openness to it because of what I've gone through. And then so it's a question of like, if you have a trauma with something, I guess it just impacts you and makes it part of yourself. I think that's really interesting. Yeah, my partner and I were talking about it. We were talking about how sobriety can actually be a value, and for me, I did this values assessment, and it's one of my top 6 values in life is sobriety, especially emotional sobriety, which just means that I stay in my own emotional energy and I don't let someone else's chaotic energy come into mine. And it's a practice, obviously, to stay sober in that way, but that's the one that I really practice. But I think it also aligns with actual physical sobriety from substances or from I'll probably make this in another video, but yeah, there's all sorts of ways we can dive into activities that disconnect us, which I think is what in sobriety is, just disconnection in various ways. So yeah, I'd love to talk on this topic more. If you have thoughts on it, or if you want to say where you are on the spectrum of sobriety or sexuality, if you feel comfortable, please share. This is hopefully a really safe space to talk. I might have a view, but also I'm open. I'm actually just sharing my authenticity, and part of that is discussions and figuring out where I am with different issues and aspects of life, humanness, all things humanness. So yeah, if you'd like to, please be in communication. Please share your thoughts, and I'll go back at the sun. Thanks for watching today. The paint in the fence is purple. It's like they're painting the roses red, but the paint in the fence is purple. That's a nice color. Now I want to show you one of my favorite places to look at here in Neiman neighborhood in Chiang Mai. It's kind of like they call it the New York City of Chiang Mai. Look at this shop. Somebody makes the cutest stuff, and I love how they display it. Ready? And there's the world's cutest little sun in here. It's about 1,500 baht, which is kind of expensive. I guess it's like $40, but not that expensive. For Thailand, yes, but for a handmade cutie pie, no. But take a look. Oh, it's so cute. As the weather turns colder, let us be the sunshine that warmly embraces you. Thank you for supporting us. Aww. But look at this sun. Oh, it's just the cutest. Aww. And the shop? The shop is super cute too. Look at that. I was telling Michael, Michael was like, if we brought that home, it would make our house somehow even cuter than it already is. Okay, I just ate at the bowl spot, which is this beautiful rainbow bowl shop where you can get a nice rainbow bowl for like $8 or $10 US, about 250 baht. It's great. And I ran into my friend Mai, who owns the place, and she's Thai, and she was saying how her birthday is today, which is January 2nd. So her parents named her after New Year, so her name means new, which I've run into a few people here named New, but now I get it that in Thai it may be Mai. And she said that the word Chiang Mai means new city, and so her name is New, as in the new year. And then she said Happy New Year to me in Thai. The word for the day in Thai is Mai, which means new. So, cuts in how to say Happy New Year in Thai, which I still need to look up. Let me look it up, and then I'll say it. And then it'll be a fun end to this video. Okay, phrase of the day in Thai is Sawadi Pi Mai, which is Happy New Year. It's tonal. I don't know if I got the tones exactly correct because I got them off of Google Translate, but doing my best. So, yeah, wishing everybody out there a Happy New Year. Sawadi Pi Mai. I like soft skin, and I like smelling good. I love showers and tub time and essential oils, so this is a little treat for myself. Anyway, now I'm on the lookout for some deodorant. So I used to not travel because I was worried I couldn't find, like, I don't know, bougie deodorant or like specific delicious deodorant scents, but it doesn't matter. Traveling is so much more abundant than just finding the right toothpaste or the right soap. One of the reasons I didn't travel for a while is because I was worried I couldn't find Sensodyne toothpaste. If I can't find the dentist recommended toothpaste, should I really travel? I have been to 37 countries and found Sensodyne in every country I've been to. So that was the silliest fear. I'm glad I got over it. I will find products that I love anywhere. And it's actually kind of fun to explore and not know the name brands and get to try new things. I think I'm going to change up my deodorant this time, so that's good for immunity too. I feel like it works with deodorants and shampoos and conditioners. You're actually supposed to change them up so your hair doesn't start getting greasy. Did you know that? Okay, it's the Japanese tomato sun cream. It's pretty nice. It's like a little bit orange. This is kind of cool to show you. In Chiang Mai, right next to the Maya Mall, which is a pretty big landmark in the city, there is this little Japanese village. I'm about to go through a little Japanese subway setup, but let me show you the little village. It's a lot of fun. All of these rows of beautiful flowers have recently been planted here. And there's the Doi Sutep, the mountain. Thanks for watching today, and happy second day of the year. I hope you're doing things that bring your heart a lot of warmth and fulfillment, and I hope you're in environments that help you realize your goals this year, that are supportive and loving to you. Until tomorrow, bye. Sawadi Pi Mai from Chiang Mai. Bye, see you day 3. Good night, moon.